Ansgar the Skald just needs to make a simple delivery. One very fine sword, made by his foster father, needs to go east, over the mountains, into the woods, and almost to the land of the Swedes. Once he does that, he can go home and warm his feet. All he needs to do is choose the right path through the forest. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Hembar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Gregory Amato's The Skald. The Skald is a 2023 novella by Gregory Amato, and it is a prequel novella to the Spear of the Gods trilogy. It is about a Skald, obviously, named Ansgar. He is traveling and he needs to go through a misty valley, but he doesn't know exactly what is the safe way to do so. So naturally, he strikes up a conversation with a raven named Judgment, who won't give him information unless Ansgar tells him a good story. The raven is hard to please at first, even though Ansgar is a Skald. Eventually, he gets the raven's trust by giving him the meat of the story, the theme, and the subtlety. It is a very interesting opening, if you didn't already surmise that. It is, it's cool actually. There's like a difference between East and West Norse here, which that existed in reality, of course, so it's historically accurate, but most people don't mark that in fiction. And in this story, there are witches, dark paths, spirits, wit, wisdom, undead, goats, supernatural, ambiguity. It's a fun tale. It's somewhat reminding me of the sagas, a bit more readable, of course, since it is a modern story. It's more like kind of if someone was telling you a story around a campfire. That's kind of how it comes off. It's a fun introduction to what I think will be a follow-up trilogy, which will probably be worth reading, I'd imagine. And then one thing I thought was interesting, actually, I think, a lot of words in like the sagas and Old Norse texts, they don't really translate that well into modern English unless you're going for a really archaic feel or whatever sometimes. But one time the word nithing was used in its Old Norse form when nithing could have just been said, I think. So that was one I caught. But anyways, the book is, it's actually being kickstarted right now. Bird and the Bear, book one of a Norse fantasy trilogy, is how it is on Kickstarter. I will try to link it below. And yeah, so if you want to read this novella and then to get to the trilogy that follows it, then you can go check that out. I was given a copy of the novella for an honest review, but I was not asked to promote this Kickstarter at all. I'm just mentioning it because, information is useful and I'm not useless most of the time. So anyways, I know I'll be checking that out for sure. And this was just a fun thing to check out. Anyways, Liam's Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.